That's a
I've been to hell and back and went back to hell. Been to jail, came home and went back to jail. Made sales, got a job, went back to sales. Still smart enough to know that I ain't actually failed. Progress stagnant cause you ain't following up.
What up, TMS family? Today is Sunday, December 1st. That's right, I said it. December 1st, 2024. We down here, man, the last month of the year of 2024. I'm your host, MT. With me is my co-host,
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones. Mr. Come First because you gotta respect me. Look at this classic TMS. What we all be getting today.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Everybody
Absolutely.
still drunk off the turkey. That's why you just see us two today.
Exactly.
Drunk off turkey gravy, you know?
But now, man, how was your holiday?
Oh man, holiday was great, man. With the family and everything.
It's good.
Minus one unfortunate tragedy.
Okay.
So one of the family dogs, right?
Uh-huh.
Got hit by a whip, bro.
Damn.
Crazy.
He should have looked both ways.
He jumped out there and then bloom. It's sad.
Yeah, that's definitely sad.
Felt like John Wick for a minute. But other than that, man, everything turned out great. Fried another turkey in succession. I ain't burning the house down. Yeah, I still got a crib, so I say it was a successful day.
All right, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No, I mean, overall everything was good with me. No complaints really. Yeah, got to spend time with family. It was lovely. Got a lot of people together, so yeah, no, it's a beautiful thing.
That's what's up. That's the real lighter flick, y'all. Not Lil Wayne. He not responding, just to let y'all know.
Exactly. Talking about he got in the booth and made a song. Yeah, okay. You can go ahead and die too.
Been laying songs since 2006.
Exactly. But no, man, we got a jam-packed show for you all today. But first, obviously, we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about later on the biggest elephant in the room, and that's the whole Drake lawsuit and everything like that. Him suing UMG. Just go over some of the details of that. We're also going to talk about obviously NFL. We're going to talk about our GBUs, talk about the winner from last week with the pickems. And what I first want to get started with is the college football playoffs, man. It was rivalry week.
Yes.
And a lot of crazy stuff went down. Like a lot of crazy stuff.
Shout out to Michigan.
Yeah. I'm about to say that. You know what I'm saying? So go blue. I wasn't even expecting that win. I thought they was finally going to get us this time just because of, us not having a strong class, not having strong QB play. But I'm going to tell you right now, when you got somebody's number, you just got their number. So at the end of the day, Michigan going out there and beating Ryan Day in Ohio State, go blue.
Let me ask you this, though. Do you think Ohio State coach is done?
Oh, yeah. This is it. Now, here's the thing. That loss, because they're still going to be in the Big Ten championship game, I believe.
Yeah.
So if they win the Big Ten championship, which they should, because I think they're going to play Indiana. So if they win that, the only way he saves his job is he has to get to the championship in the CFP. Anything less than that, if he gets to if he wins one game and then the next round he gets put out, or something like that, because I think conference champions automatically get a bye. So if he makes it to like the semifinals, right before the finals, and they lose, he's done. The boosters are going to get him out of there, because that's one of the main things the boosters tell you is we have to beat we have to beat Michigan.
Yeah.
Like, we have to. And so that loss yesterday, like, think about it. Your team put up 10 points, bro, at home.
Yeah, that's kind of pathetic.
Against a Michigan team that, yes, while on the defensive side, they are one of the strongest in the country, one of the weakest offensively.
Yeah, by far. Also, Colorado alert, 52-0. That's a great win at home.
It is. Yeah. Yeah, we got to see. It's some type of tiebreakers and all that. I got to double check and look, but
But
it's a.
you know what the elephant in the room is, man. Travis Hunter couldn't even enjoy his last game at home in his college career.
Mm-hmm.
He said Oregon
Oh,
and
okay.
Penn State is in the Big Ten championship. Yeah, Penn State.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah. See, so there we go. So
State,
Oregon and Penn State. So that means that automatically Ohio State can't even get a first round bye because they won't be a conference championship winner. So with that being said, that means that they literally gonna have to start from the beginning that first round. Now, again, if they make it through that gauntlet, they get to the championship game, and if they get to the championship game, win or lose, I think he could keep his job for another year. But if they fall anything short of that championship game, because I think when the season first began, they were the odds-on favorite to win.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Wait, won it all? Ohio
yeah,
State? Wow.
they were the favorites to win it all. I don't think it is. I don't think it's like that anymore. Hold on, I'll double check right now for the people.
Wow. Ohio State was the favorites. I would have stuck with Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after they didn't get to defend their title.
Oh, I know. And I had a feeling anyway that some Georgia magic was going to happen because I'm like, you can't have a college football playoffs without Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now they fell to third. Oregon is the favorite. You got Texas that's second. Third is Ohio State. Fourth is Georgia.
I'm shocked that Georgia behind Ohio State.
Well, that's because Georgia got how many? No, yeah, you're right. They both got the same amount of losses.
Yeah. Ryan Day seat on the sidelines and don't make no adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
He do sit on his ass a lot, Pop. He don't make a lot of adjustment, Pop.
No, I mean, a lot of it is just, let's just be real. He's just cruising. The thing is, he's a good recruiter, and they bring in top talent. And what happens is because they, you know what I'm saying, because it's, how can I put this? Because an opponent or whatever gets in awe of them, because of their star power and all that, they end up getting blown out.
Oh, yeah. And also Miami with their choke job.
Oh, yeah. I knew that one. I called that one in the chat. I told y'all Miami was going to lose that one.
You did call it.
Well, to me, Miami is out of all the top 10 teams, they won't be top 10 now after these new rankings, but out of all the top 10 teams, Miami was the most overrated to me anyway because they haven't played a ranked opponent all year.
I agree.
How you the best and you haven't played not one ranked opponent all year?
I guess it's a shock factor because they were so dominant the beginning half of the season.
Yeah, you supposed to be dominant.
Nobody expect Miami to do all that.
No,
it's been a while since we see the U be the U.
That's true. I agree, but it's easy to be the U. Here's the thing. You know who the Miami Hurricanes are like? They're like the Commanders. You were so bad last year that they gave you an easy schedule and they gave you some cupcakes.
Hey, that's crazy too. They like on the road back to 500. That's
what I'm saying.
We'll talk about that, boy. I tell you, time keep on slipping into the future. I tell you.
Exactly, but that's all. They were giving cupcakes, and the fact that they were giving cupcakes, they were steamrolling them, doing whatever they had to do, and then guess what? Once they got up against real competition, they started losing.
Exactly. I agree with you. I tell you, like I said, the Commanders is slipping right there.
Yeah,
they look at 500-ish.
Well, as long as they can finish 500, just better not be below 500.
500 ain't gonna get you in. You got 3 out the door already getting in there, though.
Yeah.
Like it's almost one on bus in the East. You might can sneak away if you get second in the East because the South is so damn bad.
Yeah, I'm about to say you're only getting one team from the South, which is going to be the Falcons.
Yeah. The South is bad. The North is so dominant.
What about the Bucks?
The Bucks have already lost to the Falcons twice, so they could.
They're not winning the war of attrition. That's why they're not there. It's injuries and stuff that held them back. I would say if they was healthy all season, they win.
Yeah, I was gonna say healthy all season, they probably would have been a problem.
11 win if they overachieve. That's a 10 if they are healthy. Because like Baker's been fucking playing his ass off, like overachieving damn near.
Baker's been showing the Browns that they made a big fat mistake.
Of course.
I would say yes and no. It's because that organization's so bad. Like Baker was not going to reach the ceiling that he's reaching now if he stayed in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Nobody reaches this. Nobody reaches their ceiling in Cleveland. Nobody.
No, there's like a few football teams where you go where like it's kind of like
It's QB graveyard.
where we let the old family dog go on the farm and live out of the rest of your life, like the Jets.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but I would say the Jets had better quarterback talent than the Browns this millennium.
They had, but they didn't do
True.
nothing with it, really.
Yeah, exactly. They both don't know what to do with it.
I mean, fuck, they play the AFC East with fucking Brady.
But most of the time, the Jets are getting veteran quarterbacks that are on their like the last few years of their career.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
except for what was it, Zach and
well,
and Darnold, and they did Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
you gotta go back to Chad Pennington.
Hey,
too.
Sam Darnold out here just like it wasn't me that sucked. It was the fucking Jets organization that sucked.
Well, here's the thing: it was an organizational problem, but I'm gonna tell you right now, part of it too was
Sam Darnold stinked in the beginning of his career.
I was about to say he did stink.
Yeah, he
caught mono. And he caught mono.
He just found he finally found somebody that can coach him up.
That's all it was.
That shit ain't talent.
So that's what I was saying. Like you finally find a coach that works for you for your system that you have. I mean, look at Jared Goff was good with LA, but look how he is with Dan Campbell in Detroit.
No, that's true. Oh yeah, just real quick before we get into it. I'm just going over all the championship games and stuff like that for college football. So for the Big 12 championship, Colorado won't be in. So 9 times out of 10, they probably won't be in the college football playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's all good. I mean, they're bowl eligible. They're going to be in a bowl game. They're just not going to be in the playoffs.
So it's BYU versus who?
Didn't they end up second or third?
Yeah, but no, they didn't end up second. They ended up third.
So
it's Iowa State and Arizona State.
I want to watch that fucking bullshit.
I'm not watching it. So
the Hawkeyes and Arizona?
No. Iowa State, the Cyclones.
Oh, Iowa State.
BYU and Colorado fucked that bag up.
Yep, they sure did.
Yeah.
And then you got Georgia. You got Georgia and Texas in the SEC championship. That's going to be a good one. And Georgia's actually
okay.
Longhorns, yeah. And you actually got Georgia as underdogs in this game. So I would jump on those
for that.
Really? Georgia's the underdog.
That's an Arch Manning game.
No, it's not, Mr. Jones. He's never been in that type of game.
Benched,
you don't put him in that game.
I know he's benched, but I would love to see him play that.
No.
Colorado and BYU did not make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be Arizona and Iowa State.
Yeah. Well, they're in the Big 12 championship.
In the Big 12 championship, but
with worse records and same records or better records.
Colorado ended up third. BYU ended up second or first? Fourth. Oh, fourth?
Yeah, fourth. Yeah, there you go.
Damn, the last time I look at the stats, BYU was first, I think.
Yeah, here it is. All right, so here's the conference, and here's
going through it right now.
Yeah, here's where it boils down to. It was Arizona State and Iowa State, but BYU technically did finish 7-2 in the conference, and so did Colorado. So it was a 4-way tie, but I think the tiebreaker was like the head-to-head matchups and like strength of schedule. So Arizona State and Iowa State got the nod over those two teams.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
what?
So here's what happened, and I'll tell you all right now. So Arizona State is actually 3-0 against the top 25 this year, and then Iowa State is 1-0. Unfortunately, BYU caught a loss from the top 25, and Colorado, the only ranked opponent that they had, they lost to as well. So that was the deciding factors.
Damn.
Yeah. And then you have, Oregon and Penn State in the Big Ten championship. I'll probably go with Oregon. It's going to be a slugfest.
Ooh, Penn State and Oregon.
And then I don't really want to see this. Yeah, and then I don't really want to see this game either, but it is what it is. Dabo Swinney is going to be playing SMU in the ACC championship.
SMU?
Yeah, SMU.
Where did
Way to get back to the death penalty, baby.
What league is UNLV in? Like what?
Where did they finish at? Because I know the last time I checked, they were ranked.
Let's see. Don't die in this 50 on me. Don't die in this.
They should.
Actually,
I love that MT got a Kendrick song stuck in his head.
That's right. So UNLV actually, they in the Mountain West Championship. They playing Boise State. They're not going to beat Boise.
Didn't they play Boise this year and they lost, right?
They're very scrappy this year, though.
They've been playing. They've been pulling them out this year.
Yeah, but I think they played Boise this year during the regular season. And Boise
they lost by 5.
Yeah.
See, this is their chance to get their get back. 5 is not a lot to lose by.
It sure isn't.
We'll see.
Listen,
that's a weapon.
I don't have no eye test for them because I haven't watched not one game, but I've been getting I've been reading and seeing shit that people have been saying.
Yeah. Well, Boise's a little overrated this year, if you ask me. Like, they giving Genty 40 carries just so he could get them 220 yards and then acting like he big dog on campus.
That's why you're out of the Heisman race.
Yeah, no, it is. And I'm about to say Travis Hunter's like minus 10,000 now. So I'll just tell you all right now, your Heisman winner is going to be Travis Hunter.
I mean, he ranked the top 10 both offensively.
Let's go. I think he should. He's been playing 2 different positions.
Yeah.
His last game, he had what? Like 13, I think like 13 or 15 carries for 100-something yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception.
But that's the thing, too. Like, his snaps are valuable on both sides. He ain't just wasting one side.
No, and when you look at the way he plays, this man is only taking about 2 to 3 plays off a game. Like, he's literally playing a full game. I need y'all to understand
both fucking sides, too.
Yeah, on both sides.
When's the last time you seen that?
Yeah, he taking like 130
probably
like play both sides and be successful on both sides.
Until he got to Dallas, really though. Like,
and they was prime time in every touchdown they scored this weekend. That shit was crazy. Or last week, what was that? We was watching.
No, it was it was senior night. It was their last home game.
It was prime time.
Control his lady though. She supposed to be happy for this nigga. Don't give attitude at the game.
Oh, Hunter's girlfriend.
She ain't gonna be there once he gets drafted anyway. He gonna upgrade.
She low-key lost her shit.
He just called the wedding off. He just celebrated the wedding off. That's what he did.
He did?
No, he's going to. Listen, as the guy in his head, once she started giving him a hard time about his success, she gone.
Because I guess he was staring at the cheerleaders too long.
He was celebrating with the cheerleaders. Like, he was dancing in front of the cheerleaders, and she lost her shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. She don't look like she don't look like the wife type. I'm just gonna tell you that much right now. As soon as I saw her, another word popped into my head. But I'll leave it alone.
Leave the poor girl alone. She made a mistake.
What's that other word?
Say it. Say it with your chest.
Let's go ahead and jump to the next topic. Okay. But no, man. NFL last week, GVU. Let's go ahead and get the good right out the way. Dallas Cowboys on all 3 sides of the ball going into Washington and whooping ass. Okay.
All of this is a bag because they were not take correctly. I'll be honest with you.
No, that's true. It is borderline a bad because
the draft again.
I was about to say that. Not only is it a bad because of that, it's a bad because like after Turpin has scored his touchdown, we turned around and gave up like an 80, 90-yard reception to Terry McLaurin. I'm like, and he went untouched. I'm like, how does Terry McLaurin go untouched?
Because the Cowboys secondary is fucking garbage.
sorry as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
Sorry.
Hey.
We went from having like one of the best secondaries to being complete fucking garbage.
I'll be honest, this is the highest score Butt Bowl I ever seen.
Yeah, the last 3 minutes of that game was just insane.
I'll look up and see some shit like, how did that happen?
Mm-hmm.
Turpin with his fucking Madden fucking return.
That's a highlight. That's gonna be a highlight for the rest of his life.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That Phil Phillips right there. That spin move was sharp.
I will give it to I do want to give Overshone his flowers. This is not Overshone's been balling. I also want to give Josh Butler his flowers because I've been following Josh Butler before he even became a Cowboy. And I feel extremely sorry for him because he tore his ACL in that Giants game.
Damn.
And he was balling out. We brought him from the practice squad. He balled out in the Washington game and then fucking tore his ACL in the Giant game.
What's his number?
31.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it happens like that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It does.
Hopefully he'll be back next year.
Yeah. Let's talk about an ugly. So Matt Eberflus for like the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, put that in perspective.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Matt Eberflus, you have lost games literally by one possession. I think the last 4 or 5 games that the Chicago Bears lost have all been by one possession.
Yeah, they curse.
They just fired the Bears head coach.
Yeah, because of the ending of.
But here's the thing, though: is it safe to say that he's the worst coach in Bears history?
No.
I don't know. I don't keep up with.
No, I'm gonna tell you why.
No.
How long the Bears been in existence?
Since like the 30s.
Probably,
weren't they one of the original teams?
They're one of the original teams for the. I think it's the
NFL started when
1920,
right?
Yeah,
they were one of the original teams.
Yeah, they are. I know this. I did 4 years. This is the first time ever that they did a mid-season firing in their existence.
Yeah, that is true.
First time ever.
A mid-seeding?
Mid-season coaching change. Normally they let you finish out the year, and then they fire you on what they call Black Monday.
You know what I feel like right now is that the Bears were trying to point blame on Justin Fields and being like, he's a trash quarterback and blah, blah, blah. And then he was doing great in Pittsburgh when Russell was hurt, and the Bears were doing decent. And then the Bears were just like, you know what? Let me take my gun out of my holster and shoot myself in the foot 4 to 5 times.
Well, I'll tell you right now, it was the beginning of the end was that Washington game when the defense just didn't execute on that Hail Mary. Once that happened, it was just like a snowball effect.
Oh, yeah. Whoever that safety or cornerback is.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's that L you got to carry around for the rest of your career.
That Vikings game was very bad too. How they lost that one.
It was.
The last 4 games, they shot themselves in the fucking foot.
Some of that blame too go to Caleb.
I agree.
You can take
look
that.
Look how long it took him to fucking throw the ball down the field. They took the whole 7-8 seconds.
Well, here's the problem. It was 4th down. So what they should have did was with the timeout, they should have called it and regrouped. But let's just talk about what all of this really is. It's just bad football, period, by the NFL. Once again, the Chiefs, another week in a row, get away with murder, okay? You sit up there, you think, okay, the guy's going to at least, you know what I'm saying? You think that the guy's even going to take a chance at a field goal. They don't even do that. And then Antonio Pierce, your response was, oh, well, on 3rd down, we were just going to throw the ball out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? To stop the clock. The clock was already stopped.
And then the refs called like illegal touching or something.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Illegal shit.
That's what it was.
Like that though, because they have to, so they don't pay a fine. Just take the fine and don't talk to the media.
Didn't they have a timeout too? They could have just called the timeout and they tried to run another play. I don't know. Who do you blame on that? Do you blame head coach? Do you blame quarterback? Who's supposed to have the awareness in that moment? I
blame FanDuel Sportsbook, JR. That's who I blame, okay? Because they're the ones who
Vegas,
ordered it.
babe. Vegas. Exactly. It's always Vegas football.
Yeah. It's just, I'm telling you, like, it was just so bad. And I was just sitting there. I was like, they're
Could
really
you
not about to
imagine
lose the game
picking
like this.
the Raiders to beat
It was supposed to be
the
a false
10-1
start.
Chiefs? How much money would have been paid out for that? Vegas was like, yeah, we can't be having
It was
that.
supposed to be a false start too.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a false
That's
start.
what it should have been.
Because the ref came running in, signaling false start. Then they huddled and they said illegal shift so the Chiefs could get the ball for that turnover.
Because if they would have called false start, we would have replayed fourth down. They would have gone back 5 yards.
No. You would have replayed third down. It was third down. That's what makes it that worse. It was third.
Yeah, third down. They would have lost 5 yards. They would have had 2 more attempts to get it. But O'Donnell was marching the Raiders down the field on that Chiefs defense.
I'm telling you, man.
So, panic set in like, oh, we can't be having this.
We can't let this happen.
Can't let this happen.
Just like last week versus
they've
the
gone
Panthers.
through so many fucking quarterback changes. It's stupid at this point.
I was about to say, and if y'all ever notice that every time that a team plays the Chiefs, it's like the second coming of John Elway. Doesn't matter how bad the team is, all of a sudden their quarterback knows how to just
Super Saiyan on the fucking Chiefs. Oh my god!
John fucking Elway.
Bryce Young looked like he was on. MVP
like
watch.
McCaffrey and Ron Smith.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there like, where's all this coming from?
Yeah, when they almost lost against the Panthers, I was like, ain't no way. Yeah, did y'all forget to show up today or what?
Yeah, I was just sitting there. I was like, okay. But that's why so my strategy now, if I'm putting together like touchdown scores or SGP or something like that, I actually take people from the other team. I don't even bother the Chiefs anymore because they're so compromised. You never know who's going to score and when they're going to score.
Exactly, because each person be having their own big blowout game. And you got so many weapons to do that with. Is like, you know what?
Exactly.
DeAndre Hopkins, you're up this week. Kelsey, you're up next week.
Shit, Kelsey ain't even have a week yet. They've been going to Justin Watson and what's that other guy?
Gray, Noah Gray.
Watson each. Yeah. I'm sitting there, I'm like,
he just out there blocking this year.
Yeah. That's all he's doing.
Crazy thing is
doing the little slant passes, trying to get, pick up fucking 4 to 5 yards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And by the way, you all, Travis Kelce was the most bet on Black Friday to score a touchdown. So go figure. Then Mahomes misses him wide open in the end zone when he finally breaks free.
Vegas, baby. I wasn't gonna bet that fucking Travis Kelce was getting no fucking touchdown.
Don't bet anything to the Chiefs to the playoffs, honestly.
Exactly.
Because they didn't open their playbook up yet. They still call it plays that was in week 4 game plan. Like
exactly.
And then they be working.
They ain't even throwing deep balls that are worthy of them yet.
No, because was it Patrick Mahomes threw like a 50-yarder at the beginning of this year? And they were like, Patrick Mahomes hasn't thrown over for 50 yards since like November of last year. I was like, God damn.
Let me tell you what. As soon as the playoffs start, their first game, the spread gonna be like 5.5, 6.5. They're gonna beat these niggas by 21.
They are.
They playing with people. They playing with people for the playoffs.
They do. They play with them
they
all the time.
Walk everybody to the championship. And they're going to probably fuck around and lose the Super Bowl because of all this lucky shit. Well,
to the Lions.
Yeah,
they're going to lose it to the Lions.
It's like, man, is that luck being used throughout just to get there?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. You got to get them back to the championship because you got to tease this whole three-peat thing. You got to tease it.
Yeah, you just got to see who's coming from the NFC.
I mean, and they're 10-1, so it's like they're set.
They're 11-1 now.
11-1. They're set.
And they clinch. They just clinch.
Yeah, and they clinch. Like it's a done deal.
They're like set to win the Super Bowl again. I
think it depends on who makes it to the NFC because say it does become the Chiefs and the Lions. Which storyline are you going with? Are you going with the fucking Chiefs are the first team to win 3 in a row, or the Cinderella fucking Lions story who have been shitty for all these fucking years, have never won the Super Bowl? Bam. There's your
you know what's crazy?
That's one of the originals, too.
Yeah, and another thing, sorry, JR, and another narrative that they have is that Patrick Mahomes has never beat Jared Goff in his entire career. He's never beat him before.
true. Nobody beats
Interesting.
Yeah, but do y'all
Have
know
they
what I'm
ever
really
played each other?
Of course they have.
Okay.
Yeah, when Jared Goff was a Ram. JR tell you, Rams used to beat the hell out of the Chiefs.
Back in y'all's glory days when y'all were paying for Super Bowls.
When we selling our soul, you know what I mean?
3 years ago.
You know, we was making our deals with the Crossroad demons. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Sacrifice Uncle Charles now.
But no, so you have that. But you know what I'm waiting on? I'm actually waiting on the Chiefs. I'm waiting on the Chiefs to have their New York Giants Super Bowl. And what I mean by that is,
are they like the Patriots?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
When a team that everybody says has no shot to beat them goes in there and upsets them, because it's coming.
Hey, that team's got to be 8-8 during the regular season though, and make it into playoffs.
That means
they will.
They
will. They'll be about 9-8, and then they'll go on this historical run.
Cowboys.
Huh?
According to Micah Parsons, is the Cowboys this year.
Yeah, I know. I'll tell you right now, I'm not believing any of that.
I'll walk into traffic myself if we make it into the playoffs on the 15, because that's fucking wild.
Yeah. Well, here's the funny thing too, and then we can get into here's the funny thing too, and then we can get into pickems. Is I'm seeing, a lot of loser Delphians. Oh, well, the Chiefs are doing the same thing that we were doing last year and all that, as far as like winning by luck. Because remember, the Eagles was winning luck, and then when San Fran came to town, they pretty much took their heart from them. And then I told them, I said that would actually be true if Kansas City didn't already play the hardest teams up on their schedule earlier in the year. Who's going to humble the Chiefs at this point of the year? Because they already played the Bills, they already played the Ravens week 1. And they've already played they played the Bills, they played the Ravens, and they played the Bengals.
Francisco.
Yeah. So, and they beat San Francisco already. So who's going to humble them? Nobody.
No.
The refs.
Basically.
What do you mean it's not pass interference?
Yeah, but no, when I saw that play change, I said, when I saw that play change, because that dude literally ran in there, false start. They huddled and made it a legal shift. I said, here we go again with that bullshit.
Yeah, I was watching it. I was watching it at work.
That
was fucking.
Yeah.
I was like, false start, and then they're like, illegal.
Here's the thing.
Illegal
it's
contact.
so bad. Listen, it's so bad at this point when Chiefs are double-digit favorites. I literally just tell people, I'm like, just take the underdog to cover, and then take Chiefs money line. I don't know how to exactly. They're not going to cover any spread over 7 points during the regular season. The Chiefs are not going to cover it. They're just not.
And usually, I don't know what it is, like Raiders towards the end of the season when they play the Chiefs, they do fairly well.
They do.
Like they either win or they get fucking close. Because last year in December when they played each other towards the end of the season, they beat them.
Mm-hmm. And that's what everybody was thinking this year, because they were
very close.
They have. But that's what everybody thought was going to happen this go around. They thought that, okay, well, because they beat them last year on Christmas, well, they get them again on Black Friday because it was another specialty game.
Shit, close enough.
Yeah. But we already know something always goes wrong at the end of these Chiefs games to tip it in their face.
Like you said, the refs weren't having that shit. They're like, we got to do something, guys. False start. Illegal contact.
Illegal shit. Exactly. They've recovered. I was like, wow.
Yeah, and then they let them fucking play the play, and the fucking Chiefs ended up getting the ball.
I was about to say that. And here's another thing, too. Did you notice how the lineman tapped the center to tell him to hike the ball? The lineman looked back at O'Connell, saw that he was still looking around getting stuff in order, and then tapped him on the leg. I said, if this isn't a Las Vegas special, I don't know what is at this point. It's just sad watching it.
But some Antonio Pierce did say that kind of stood out too. He said he heard a whistle before the snap too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He said in the interview he heard a whistle before the snap.
I didn't hear anything on the replay. So.
They in on it too.
Yeah, of course.
You don't think
Ref was all like
Roger Goodell ain't in on that shit?
Of course.
Yeah, of course he is. He's the
Mr.
mastermind
Jones,
of all this shit.
Of course, Mr. Jones is like you said in the group chat. The Raiders are going to be able to have who they want from the draft, and it's probably going to be Shedeur Sanders.
It's official. It's official. We get primetime Junior in Los
Who's got the? Do they have the worst?
They close to it.
The Giants do, but the Giants gonna get
the Giants do, right?
Yeah. I'm about to say the Giants gonna get.
I say, how many you bet?
Free agent.
The Giants need a quarterback.
They do, but they're not going to draft another black man. That's not what they do.
Yeah, they're going to get a veteran free agent. Watch. They'll get a veteran free agent.
They will.
Yeah.
They'll find somebody who's unhappy. Hell, they might even try to lure Aaron. They might even try to lure Aaron Rodgers there.
Aaron Rodgers. I swear to God, Aaron Rodgers better not come into my division. I've had enough of his ass.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be great. You might see what Aaron Rodgers is supposed to do this season if he go to the East.
That's true.
I don't know. I feel like Rodgers.
It could be a
Rodgers has come out and said he doesn't know if he's playing next year, and if he is playing next year, it's gonna be with the Jets.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm
over there.
I was about to say that if I'm the Jets owner, I'm telling his ass, look, 3 weeks after the season is over, you need to give me your decision. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to go past the draft and miss out on drafting the QB because you can't figure out what you want to do.
Well, you still got a team to run after you leave.
Well, that's the first question you ask in the exit interview, you know?
Exactly.
Because I got to do an exit interview, so that's what you ask it then.
I have never did an exit interview in my life.
Well, they do every season in the NFL.
Yeah, they do. All right, Mr. Jones, pickems.
All right, who won last week?
Jay, he won by 1. He got 10 correct.
Motherfucker.
Who came in second?
Jazzy and JR, they both had 9 together.
I tell you.
Here's the thing. If y'all just could have agreed on who I think JR took the Commanders and Jazzy took the Cowboys. JR, if you had took the Cowboys, then you would have been tied up with Tay.
See, no faith in my motherfucking team.
That's where hate gets you. Nowhere.
All that hate in your heart.
You gotta let it out. All right, let's rock these pickles, man.
Let's do it.
This shit's almost over. Time to fly, man. First game. 10 o'clock my time, 1 p.m. your time. This is crazy right here because they both must win for playoff position. You got the Los Angeles Chargers at 7-4, going down south to protect the trap. There in Atlanta, and the Falcons at 6-5. Who you got?
Oh, give me the Falcons.
You got Falcons? I got Chargers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Chargers.
Give me them Falcons. Give me them dirty birds. It's about time, you know what I'm saying? Little Kirko right the ship and get these boys a dub.
Nah, I think Harbaugh's mad that his brother beat him.
Again.
So they're going to win.
I'll take the Chargers, too.
Okay.
I'll rock with the Chargers.
Walk.
Say, West up, baby. West up, baby.
That's right.
Yeah. I've had a hey now stuck in my head.
Hey now, say now.
Drake will be okay. All right, next game. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers. They lost a couple lately. Versus the Cincinnati. I feel so bad for Cody Rhodes and the Bengals. Who you got?
Steelers.
I'm taking Steelers.
I tell you, he really is the American nightmare.
All right, hold on. Let me check my sheet.
Shit is crazy.
I haven't given y'all no locks in a couple weeks either, but hold on. Let me go back to my sheet.
This is Joe Burrow stats. 3,028 yards.
Oh, yeah, Steelers.
Touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
That's an MVP season. This is sad. Oh, Jamar Chase, 1,056 yards receiving, 12 touchdowns, 73 catches. All par for Triple Crown right now. That's crazy. But with all
Don't take it personal. Walk.
Y'all both jamming. All right, next game. You got the Houston. They've been kind of slipping this year. Texas versus the Jacksonville. I don't know who the fuck they are anymore. Jaguars. Is it Trevor Lawrence? Is it Blake Bortles?
Fucking Blake Bortles. My God. You know what? Give me Houston because I think the Jags suck much more.
While the Jags do suck, and I 100% agree with you.
Are they due for a win, MT?
They are due for a win. It's a division game, so I'm actually going to take the Jaguars over the Texans. Texans lost last week to the Titans. I think they continue that trend and they lose to the Jaguars.
You know what? I'm going to change. I'm going to go with the Jags.
Jags.
You're going to go with the Jags too?
Yeah, give me Houston. Give me Houston. I just want to be different.
Don't worry. What you doing? You got to walk.
What?
All right, next game. You got the
letting him out. I don't know what his problem.
You got the Arizona 6-5 Cardinals versus the Minnesota possible coach of the year, the Vikings. Who you got?
Wait, who? Can you repeat that again? MT had to insert a.
We got the Arizona Cardinals versus the
Minnesota.
9-2. Minnesota.
I'm picking the Vikings.
You say you're taking the Vikings?
Yes, sir.
Let's see who's on my sheet.
Babe.
Yes, I'm going to take the Vikings
or
as well.
the Cardinals?
I got.
Oh, JR's taking Cardinals.
All right. Well, there it is.
I got Vikings.
Okay.
All right, next game. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm queuing it up for this one. Ball of the week. You got your Indianapolis perennial bumbo Colts versus the New England. Hope y'all get it together soon, Patriots. Who you got? They are the Spurs.
I low-key want to pick New England.
Yeah, but give me the Colts. Give me the Colts on this one.
Yeah.
Is Anthony Richardson playing?
I believe so. Let me check the injury report. Yes, Ant Dog is healthy. He will be playing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pick me some Colts. Babe, you still in the house?
I got Patriots.
I'll make him pick when he comes back. He had to take the dog outside.
Oh yeah, hold on. My bad, y'all. Another thing too. Sorry, Tay and Josh, because they weren't able to make it, they sent their picks as well. Mustard.
Right, got my foot up on my gas, but somebody gotta do it.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Somebody's got to do it. Turn the TV off.
Oh
I'm not gonna lie. I've probably have listened to this album a good 10 plus times.
All right. So yeah, Tay got the Colts. He got the Steelers. He got the Falcons. I think, and he got the Texans. And then I don't know why they didn't just send them together. I'm not trying to keep scrolling.
What about the Charger game? They didn't send them together.
Yeah, Colts. Josh got Colts, Steelers, Chargers. Yeah, that's what he got. Colts, Steelers, Chargers, and he has the Texans as well. Nobody believes in the Jaguars but us.
Yeah, nobody believes in sunshine. They say it's the darkest days ahead. The sunshine is not coming.
That's okay. Let me win that Jags game and be up and win again.
Exactly. All right, let's do it.
Right. Next game, you got the Seattle. I guess they love being mediocre Seahawks versus the New York
Seahawks. I'm not even going to let you finish.
You know what? I think I want Vikings.
You got the goddamn Jets.
I'm actually going to take the Jets in this.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You want to change
take the Jets?
Vikings? Okay.
But Biddy and the Jets.
Do you want Colts or New England?
Oh shit. Fuck it. I don't know.
Pick one. Pick a team.
Honestly,
it's a bumble. Mr. Jones queued it up.
He sure did. He said, "Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off."
Let's go 3-9. Jeez Louise.
That's actually a good ad lib too for the bumbo. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV
off. Let's go Patriots.
Okay.
That's what I picked.
And then you got to pick one for the Seattle game.
Seattle and Jets back. Seattle and Jets back.
No faith in the Jets.
So I'm guessing you're picking Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Anytime I think anything of the Jets.
That's it. That's it. All right, next game. You got your Tennessee Titans versus your Washington. About to be 500 ass Commanders. Who you got? Boy, they
I'll take the Commanders to right the ship on this one.
They better. They damn.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah.
They better.
Josh got the Titans though. Josh got the Titans, and Tay has.
Commanders
I guess they've lost all. Okay, Tay has the Commanders.
They better. They better win.
Commanders. All right, JR picks Commanders.
They better win this. I'm picking the Titans. They better.
Okay.
We seen this story before, bro.
We have, but I do just based off of everything. Hold on,
But they should win. They better win. They should win.
That's we should win game, but I've seen stupid shit happen.
Of course, yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give. They got one more chance with me. I'm gonna take them against the Titans.
They better win.
If they lose that,
it's over.
Oh boy, yep,
it's over.
Yep, season is over. They've imploded. They're dead.
Cowboys might take second place in the East at the end of the year.
Oh God! Please stop giving these fucking some of these Cowboy fans starting to piss me off. They're like, after we beat the Commanders, they're like, we got a chance to go to the playoffs. I'm like,
nah, I don't think that.
Stop.
I don't think that, but they can get second in the East.
Yeah,
I think so. Yes.
The second East they go get you the playoffs.
But the East is always really
it
weird.
Might. Here's the thing: if the Cowboys win out, Mr. Jones, because what are we at? 7 wins. You're talking about 10-7 right there. So if the Cowboys win out, technically, yes.
We'd make it to wild card probably.
Yeah. Well,
they lose it and it's fine.
Yeah.
That's why I don't even want to even get there. Let's just lose the regular season.
I don't know about you all, but I want the pick.
We lost the pick already. Losing them last 2 games put us at least at 17 if we lose out.
Yeah, it's bad.
We just need a couple more of the shitty teams to do well.
All right, this next game, I hate to do it because I love Baker Mayfield, but this motherfucker right here is a bumble of the week.
Really?
Part 2. You got the Tampa Bay. Damn, Baker, I hate to say this about you. Buccaneers versus the Carolina. You're always going to be trash. Panthers. Is this a curse?
Don't they got Evans back? Is Evans back?
Why is that always a conversation? When are we gonna realize that you can't be an elite wide receiver if you're not on the field? This is horrible.
Well, sir, while I understand what you're saying, Mike Evans has also had like the most consecutive 1,000-yard seasons in NFL history.
I know he has,
and he's first ballot.
And he did it with like 8 quarterbacks.
And he don't ever
go
be
to
playing.
Jameis Winston, Josh Freeman, ew.
Oh, I forgot about Josh Freeman.
He did it with them.
Yeah.
This is crazy. He's always hurt. How you get 1,000-yard season?
He always gets a hamstring injury each season.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, but he still gets that 1,000 yards.
He sure do.
He won't get it this season. He won't get it this season, but it is what it is.
Where's he at right now for yards this season?
Probably like 500, 400 or 500.
Shit. Let Baker Mayfield chuck it down the fucking field a few times, then he'll get him close enough.
I have like 2 or 3 300-yard games. 200-yard games.
I mean, we've seen some crazy ass shit. So
I think of his career high, it's probably like 212, maybe.
He probably got bonuses.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So how many yards does Evans have on the season, Mr. Jones?
Let's see. Hold on. I was
about to say, because I could break it down for you real quick. And remember, they are going against the Panthers today, okay?
Yeah, he'll get a touchdown. I'll give you that. Probably like
he has 403.
Oh, yeah, no, he won't be getting that because here's the problem. You got, including today, you have a grand total of what, 6 games left? He would have to literally. He would.
Antonio Brown.
So in 2020, he barely made 1,000 yards. He had 1,006 yards.
Yeah, well, Tom Brady made sure that happened.
Yeah, he had the GOAT. Everybody. Gronk was there.
So 2018, he had 1,524. 2019, he had 1,157. 2020 was 1,006, and 2021 was 1,035.
I will say this. If he gets at least 150 receiving yards today against the Panthers, the sweat begins. If he does not get the 150, then no, he won't.
So would he have to get at least 150 for the rest of the season?
It's not the rest of the season because you got 6 games. So he's at what, 4 something. So all he needs technically is 100 yards. But you got to factor in, maybe bad weather in one of those games that they play.
Or he re-injures that hamstring.
Yeah, re-injures the hamstring. It's a lot.
Because think about it, you still got other weapons, but if Mike Evans comes back, most teams know that you're going to be targeting Mike Evans the most, obviously.
But the problem is you can't really stop Mike Evans. That's the thing.
No, that's the thing. That's what makes Mike Evans great, one of the greats.
I agree.
He's very
yeah. The way he be jumping up for passes and shit, no wonder why this man's always injured each fucking week.
When he's on the field.
No, you're right. For real. Yeah, for real.
It's a lot of low spreads this week, which means that niggas gonna be getting blown out.
Yeah,
whenever they do this, they make all these games close. Oh, this is a 2.5 point game, 3 games. These teams about to be winning by 10 and 15 points.
Who got ugly. A 2.5 point spread on their game?
It's a few games like that. So the New England Indianapolis game.
This next game,
the Rams and the Saints have a 2.5 point spread. So somebody's gonna be disappointed.
It's not a bumbo. Well, I want to call it a bumbo.
No, it's a it's almost near. If the Rams lose this game,
it's like
kind of bumbo.
An inch away of being a bumble.
Nah, it is for real. I'm just being.
It really is.
I like the guys. I don't want to do that to him.
Because when I look at your guys' record, I don't feel like that should be y'all's record.
Like, bro.
Well, they have been injured, but
up to beat Kansas City in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. Hilliard on some drugs right now.
You said you need a team that's 8-8 to barely make it.
Yeah.
Y'all going to the Super Bowl with a bunch of nobodies on your defense.
You said it.
I was about to say that's the problem. Logic. Your defense. The problem is this: your defense is coming around, but they too young. Like what Philly did to y'all.
They're for sure too young. But
what Philly did to y'all, bro, like that was bad. What
he knows he turned off the fucking TV.
Yeah.
I didn't watch
it. Saquon basically just turned on the Jets and was just like, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
I'm gonna have a career high game on y'all.
Anytime I'm on this is my
these glory days right there.
This is my logic. When I'm sitting on the couch and I see where it's gonna go, and then I see the breakdown of the defense and the not keep it contained, I'm listening. I'm sitting on the couch, buddy, and I saw it. You getting paid millions. There's no, I lose it. I start to blow a gasket, so I had to turn it off. It was too many of those. I play linebacker and I play corner, so I see both too much of not keeping outside contained, not trusting that the flow of the defense is going to come and help, and that your help is going to come, and then you get burned around the corner, just stupid shit.
And then y'all had Jalen McNabb out there, some of the best pocket presence I've seen. Him dodging a whole bunch of. He was supposed to get sacked like 5 times, dodged every last one of them. I said, this isn't going to end well. I cut the game off too.
That was above the rib right there. Mozart, I tell you. That was Mozart out there. But
I think it was that Monday night game. I was texting Mr. Jones. It was the Cowboys were playing. He said, "You still watching that shit?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I turn Cowboys games off. It's fine.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I got the Buccaneers. I got the Buccaneers for the last game, and then for this game, I'm going to.
I'm not this Rams and Saints.
Let me check. All right, it's the Rams. I'm going to take the Rams.
Yeah, give me the Rams over the Saints. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Rams.
Yeah, Tay got the Rams, and so does Josh. Both of them.
Oh, it's
got
a
the Rams.
next.
So the next bus. I think that's the only one today, actually. All right, next game. This might be game of the week. Tony Romo game live. Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, it's definitely the game of the week.
Ravens. Pretty much the same city. One copycat the other, though, but I ain't gonna stop.
I'm going Ravens.
Did you say pretty much the same
you got
city?
You got the Jones versus the Yos. That's what you got.
Yeah.
The Jones versus the Yos.
I'm going.
Yeah, I'm
Ravens.
gonna go ahead and take the Ravens on this one, just for the simple fact of we know what the Ravens are capable of, and the Ravens have this track record. Well, hold on, listen.
Oh, go ahead.
Here's the thing. I believe that the Eagles will be competitive, but when we talk about the same script, I've seen this script. The Ravens have a way of going in and humbling these good teams, and they do it late on in the year. They did it last year to the 49ers, basically let them know, look, y'all not all y'all thought y'all was.
I think they went into San Francisco and did that too.
That's what I'm saying.
Shut
so the fact that they at home
up.
and they got Philly coming, yeah. The Ravens, they going. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. The Ravens,
Philly been on a high lately. They about to get the green spread.
Exactly.
Bro, that might be a game.
But Philly's been playing a lot of below 500 teams, haven't they?
Yeah, they been beating up on trash
last week. Oh, they played y'all last week, didn't they?
Yeah, 500 teams.
You guys are under 500.
Yeah, they under 500 now because of that Philly loss.
You want to look at me that way, but let me tell y'all something. When these cameras turn off, this man talks so much shit about my Cowboys.
I do not.
Don't let him lie to you.
I just don't let you hype them up. Like, listen,
I do not.
At one point in time, she was trying to compare Dak Prescott to fucking Josh Allen.
No.
On interception wise for one fucking season because Josh Allen kept throwing interceptions. The one time.
Yeah, but
I
agree with that. Yeah,
that Josh Allen.
This man act like I'm like, oh, Dak Prescott better than fucking.
No, listen,
Patrick Mahomes.
She be throwing stuff out like that all the time. So I'd be having to say, listen, the impact that Josh Allen has on the game versus the impact that fucking
interceptions.
It's still though. You're not gonna see.
Both of them are turnover machines though, JR. Both of them are. They are very.
Dak is more careful than Josh Allen though.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Dak's some of his come from tip passes and all that from the wide.
A lot of his come from tip passes.
He's a lot more. Yeah. I think he's a lot more careful since that injury too.
Yeah, Josh Allen, he just slings it. He don't care. He act like he got 3 Randy Mosses out there and he just throwing the ball. I'm like, bro, you got Keon Coleman and Mac Hollins. Okay, let's not do this.
A bunch of hoops.
Yeah,
exactly.
But the impact that Josh Allen has on the game versus the impact that Dak is astronomical. I'm going to put my money on one or the other.
Play call is a big factor too.
Yeah,
exactly. Of course it is.
But look But here's the thing too. Josh Allen, when he's on his feet, he's dangerous. Dak doesn't do a whole lot of running anymore since that injury, and I keep pointing it out. Like that injury fucked with him mentally. And he ain't the same person he was
Uncle
before
Jerry
that
told
injury.
Him.
That
Uncle
too.
Jerry told him.
Jerry got to him.
Yeah, Jerry told him, you mess our season up again with one of them blatant injuries, your ass is out of here, okay? So
even though it wasn't even his fucking fault, which is wild.
I mean, he could have just went down. He was so he runs. All right,
he's a big dude.
He runs awkwardly though, so like
he does. But look how Patrick Mahomes runs. Patrick Mahomes looks like he running on like coals. Like it's weird, but he get there.
Gosh. All right, let's get to this night game here. You got the San Francisco. What happened? Bang bang Niner game versus the Buffalo Bills Mafia. Yeah, who you
Bills.
got?
Bills.
And they played in snow.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's the Bills, man. That's unfamiliar territory for Brock Purdy.
How much snow were they supposed to get?
They were supposed to get anywhere from 6 to 80 or 64 to 84 inches of snow.
Snow or not, they still will beat the fucking Niners today.
Of course they are.
Well, here's the thing. Anytime the Niners are going through a bunch of injuries, they have a shitty record. And it's not even like they're not like fucking 2-8 or something like that. I mean, they're trying to stay above float. Because who's in San Francisco's division?
They're
the Rams.
Yes, the Rams, the Seahawks, and the Cardinals. So really, it's only going to be one team from that division.
Cardinals have a fucking decent record, which is crazy to look at.
No, the Cardinals are leading the division, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's anybody's division.
Oh, they're leading the division.
The
Holy
Cardinals
shit.
are 6-5.
Let me put some respect on fucking the Cardinals right now, because
I still think Rams will win.
No, I'm sorry. The tiebreaker actually goes to Seattle. So Seattle is they're leading the division.
I still think Rams will win.
Hey, I'm fucking.
I
love me some Geno Smith.
I mean, I would love to see the Rams as a 7th seed or something like that. I would. I think that'll be good. I think that they could. Let me see if they're a 7th seed. In the NFC, let's see who's the number 1 seed in the NFC. Let's look at this right now.
It's got to be the Lions.
Yeah, it's the Lions. So if the Lions hold on,
and then the Eagles, right?
Yeah. So that means that Loser-Delphia will probably be playing the Rams if the Rams jumped up to that 7th seed. Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now,
forget about
that would be a scary matchup for Loser-Delphia.
He's only got 1 loss to the NFC.
Career.
Who's that?
That happened this year.
Who did he lose to?
Damn, who was he lost to?
It was this year, you said?
You sure it was this year?
Yeah, it was this year. His first loss was this year, like earlier in the season.
Hold on, let me see. I'll tell you.
Oh, Eagles, game 1.
Yeah.
Brazil.
You said what?
Oh, yeah.
Who are you talking about?
No,
Mr. Jones.
No, he lost to Chiefs week 1. Fuck.
He lost against the Giants in 2022.
That's what it was? I thought it was this year.
No.
Oh, never mind.
Jackson's only NFC loss came against the Giants. See?
Our residential
Yeah, that's right.
You're a Giants fan. Yeah. I don't know how my little brother like the fucking Giants out all the time. That's crazy. But anyway, let's get to a Monday Night Football.
Oh, that's gotta be fun. Your brother
got
likes
the most excited quarterback in football, Jameis Winston, versus the Denver Broncos. Who you got?
That's for Monday Night Football?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Who's in charge of that shit?
Monday Night Bumbo? That's what you
here's the thing.
Sir, you are fired.
Well, here's the thing. You got to remember this schedule was made. First of all, everybody gets a primetime game. That's number 1.
Yeah.
That's a rule in the NFL. And then secondly, another thing about it is you got to remember that this could have potentially been a better matchup if Deshaun Watson had stayed healthy and the Browns did what people thought that they were going to do.
I'm highly on the high part of that second end of what you were saying, because when Deshaun Watson hasn't been doing absolutely shit this year, and
I know, but I'm just saying, but
if they were doing what people thought what was going to happen, then yes, I probably would. This wouldn't be a
bad matchup regardless. Denver is.
But on that note, I'm gonna pick
Denver is overachieving this year.
I'm gonna put my.
Denver's definitely overachieving. Denver was actually.
It's gonna be a bum versus a decent team anyway. It's just the other way around.
Exactly.
But Cleveland's defense is low-key nasty.
Yeah, no. Cleveland has a very good defense.
They've had a good
now
defense
that the offense can put up points.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, I didn't have Cleveland picking or beating the Steelers that night.
Oh no, their defense was shaky this year. They ranked 21st.
21st? Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if they're just finally now getting their footing.
Yeah, they giving up 130 rushing yards a game, about 230 passing a game.
Yeah, that's a little bad. That's not that good.
Yeah.
They got some names.
Weren't they number 1 last year?
They were like top 5. They were up there.
Top 5.
They were up there.
I'm still gonna pick the Broncos. Putting my faith in some Mr. Bo Nix there.
Yeah, no, I like the Broncos.
So and this is your offensive rookie of the year right here. It's Bo Nix. Jaden done lost that.
Yeah, I think since they started losing, and I think he finally being. I don't want to say exposed, but teams are finally starting to really look at that tape and be like, "Oh, okay, this works. This stops you."
They run a vanilla offense. Here's the problem. This is I've been noticing this all season with the Commanders. They don't get Terry the ball early to get him in rhythm, and then they get mad when he drops passes and all. They don't go to Terry until the fourth quarter.
Is this a Kingsbury problem?
Yes, Jaden McDaniels always throws to his right. He rarely throws to his left. And he's always, and at this point, he's starting to look to run first versus pass the ball. So once you cut off his running lanes, as JR would say, with that outside contain, and he's only ripping off 4 or 5 yards instead of the 15, 20 yards we know that he could get, you can slow that offense down. That's it. Because things get tighter once you get closer to the red zone.
Yeah.
And the one thing it's harder to do in today's NFL is to really just pound the ball downfield like that. Like, people don't last. Like, the last time that I really seen it was in the Super Bowl when they was just pounding it with Christian McCaffrey, handing him the ball. And he's just, but he's taking a beating doing this. So it's like now you don't have him this. Now you don't have him this year because
you were wondering why during the Super Bowl they're like, why the fuck are they not playing McCaffrey?
I'm like, you done been doing it all game. You might as well go ahead and let him sell out for his ring. Let him go out on his shield.
No, sir. The Chiefs had to repeat. Okay, that was the most important thing.
So.
And they just weren't transparent about McCaffrey's. They just weren't transparent about McCaffrey's injury and how bad it was. That's all that was.
Not until he went to fucking Germany.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Oh, okay."
They knew beforehand. They just didn't want to say anything. They screwed over so many fantasy bettors. So many. Yeah. They
tell me
screwed
about
over
it.
a lot.
You know that. So my league that I've been running for years, right? I finally, as commissioner, get the first round draft pick. Who the fuck do I use it on? Christian McCaffrey.
And your team went downhill.
The season starts, they tell me this motherfucker ain't playing, and I'm just like, okay, I'll just sit here and hold on to him.
No. Remember, the 49ers got in some trouble by the league. It wasn't 2 weeks they say he wasn't going to start. They told people 2 days before.
Oh, yeah. That's what it was. It was 2 days beforehand.
Yeah, they told people Sunday that he wasn't playing. And this was after most of the games had been played, so people weren't even able to switch it out
for the entire season. I was just like, I think by like week 9 or week 8 or 9, I was like, I'm gonna drop this motherfucker because I need room on my bench.
Well, they don't even let you drop him. In most leagues, it's certain players that they don't even allow you to drop.
You have to take him off of IR first, and then you can drop him.
Gotcha.
But yeah, and it also depends on what platform you're playing on.
Yeah, because like I used Yahoo Fantasy. They wouldn't even let me drop him. He's undroppable.
I use the Sleeper app and ESPN.
They say are they saying an NFL team has never three-peated, or an NFL team in sports history?
No. An NFL team has never three-peated.
Yeah, every other.
I was about to say it's definitely happened in basketball.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure the Lakers three-peated.
It's happened in
the Bulls did.
Basketball. I think it's happened in hockey.
It's happened in all 3 of the other major sports.
Every sports except for football.
Except for football.
Yeah, baseball.
I was about to say, like,
Yankees did it multiple times.
Yeah,
maybe I'm just not hearing people right. What's going on?
No. It's never been done in the NFL. It won't be done in the NFL.
So we're saying the Chiefs are losing if they go to the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
I got the Chiefs winning.
All right, if the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl, I'm betting against the Chiefs.
I
hope Patrick Mahomes ain't like Tom Brady and go shut the internet the fuck up.
To beat a man, you gotta beat the man.
The only
here's what I'll say.
The internet up
here's what I'll say regarding that.
Just recently shut the Kendrick.
Beat the man, you gotta beat.
Here's what I'll say. Football. Yeah, but here's what I'll say regarding that. It's gonna depend on who they're playing. So I'll just tell you all if the Chiefs are favored in that Super Bowl, they will win. If they are an underdog again in that Super Bowl, they are not going to win. They won as an underdog the last 2 Super Bowls. They're not going to win as an underdog again. It's just not going to happen.
To this Super Bowl, you had cut the mic off.
Go ahead.
If they go into this Super Bowl no matter who they play, are they going to be considered the underdogs?
We don't know. It depends on the team because if it's the Lions, you got to consider the Chiefs as underdogs. Yeah.
They're gonna be underdogs against the Packers.
No, they won't. No, they won't. No,
I don't think so.
No, they would be favored against the Packers.
You don't think so?
Yeah. I think they would be favored against the Packers.
Yeah,
the Packers got a good team, but they be doing stupid.
It'd be 3.5, 4, maybe 3.5 if you want.
Yeah, I'm about to say the only two teams
this year.
Yeah, the only two teams that I could see them being underdogs against on the NFC side is literally either the Eagles or the Lions. Anybody else, they should be the favorites against.
I promise you, if the Eagles fucking make it to the Super Bowl, I'm crashing out.
I mean, it's possible.
I do not need no
fucking impossible.
Because
I know.
Because here's a fun fact.
I still got
Detroit Lions.
I think I picked 49ers against the Chiefs, actually. I got a rematch, actually.
Gotcha. Well, we know that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, I was just going to say the D line for the Lions is in terrible shape. Like they only have like 1 or 2 healthy defensive linemen. That's it.
Well, yeah, and they lost Hutchinson at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, they lost Hutchinson, Zadarius Smith. They don't know when he's going to be ready or healthy to go. They just lost another one, I think, on Thanksgiving. Like, it's bad. They have no defensive line. And so if that's the case,
they may not make it.
Yeah, because if you can run on them, as long as you can run on them, they're good. You can beat them. That's the key thing. It's keeping Jared Goff and Sonic and Knuckles off of the field.
Sonic and Knuckles.
The path is looking pretty good for the Eagles to go, though.
You said what?
The path do look kind of good for Philly.
That's what I'm saying. It looks good.
Oh, Philly's rest of the season? Is it easy?
They can beat the Packers. The 49ers are banged up. Detroit got a chink in the armor that Shake can expose.
Exactly.
Hopefully they lose. Well, hopefully they lose in the postseason and send their asses home on the couch.
Well, no, that's the problem. That's what he's saying though. Like it looks easy for them in the postseason because it's not many teams that can challenge
them. Postseason as well.
He said Philly can't beat Green. Yes, they can. Shaquan can beat them.
I was about to say that. They can beat. Here's the thing. I like Green Bay overall.
Didn't Philly beat Green Bay at the very first game this season?
Yeah, but it's the first game.
And that field was trash.
Yeah, that field was horrible.
Yeah, I will say that.
They still got to play Baltimore and Philadelphia.
The Eagles still got to play?
Baltimore and Philly. I mean, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, those are 2 games right there that's going to make or break the Eagles season. If they lose both of them, they ain't got to worry about
the rest of the games is Carolina, Washington, Dallas, and New York.
Yeah.
See? But here's the thing, though.
The division games are weird.
Not only are they weird,
the
Eagles, here's the funny thing. Eagles fans keep running their mouth. If they lose these next 2 games, so if they lose to the Ravens and lose to the Steelers, they may end up doing the same thing that they did last year and losing like 4 out of the last 5 games.
And fucking missing out on the fucking playoffs.
No.
They got wild card, I think.
Yeah, they'll get wild card.
They won the division and then they got wild card, right?
Yeah, and then they lost to the Bucks last year.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
They did win the division last year. I thought Dallas won that.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, right. No, Cowboys we did because they lost and then we ended up winning against somebody. Yeah. And we
but right now, nobody can catch them in our division. Nobody catch them.
Yeah, they popping willies right now.
Yeah.
Like, we fight for second place. Like I said, Commanders might fuck around and give up second place.
I need the Commanders to beat the Eagles.
Like, the top and the bottom solidified, you know?
Well, that's not going to happen.
Oh, that's not until that's Christmas, around Christmas.
Commanders beating the Eagles. That's not going to happen. You go and cancel Christmas on that one.
Yeah.
The remote.
Shaquan might get 150 rushing yards that game.
Yeah, exactly. Well, how soft that defense is.
They had Dallas running back looking good out there.
Exactly. Rico Dowdle, I told you.
Rico Dowdle, man.
Garbage. No, he's not. No, he's not.
He's nice.
He look good against trash though.
Him and
But all right,
Turpin.
as we get closer to the games, let's go ahead and we
Let's
got to
chop
address
it.
the elephant. Let's go ahead and chop a favor real quick. Aubrey Graham, foul. He's Aubrey at this point.
Yes.
This is an Hall of Fame candidate right here. A rap beat. Even
Definitely.
Rhapsody tweeted out about this. She said a lawsuit over a rap beef, definitely not like us. Okay. Let me tell you something. Aubrey, for those of you all who may have been living under a rock or don't know what's going on, Aubrey Graham filed a lawsuit against UMG, alleging that they use bots and, artificial
UMG and Paola.
Yeah, artificial intelligence and things like that. Which is true to boost
everybody
like
does
us.
it.
I was about to say, but everybody does it. And here's the problem that I have.
Let's go back look at Aubrey's numbers and see if he ever used Paola.
Right. I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Yeah, no, I get it, but here's the thing.
Drake. I played Drake's lawyer today.
All right, but here's the problem that I have, right? When here's the problem with Aubrey. When things were going your way, when Hotline Bling, I'll tell you right now, I'll provide you all with the easiest example. Hotline Bling.
God's Plan was the one.
Yeah, but hold on. Even Hotline Bling, right? When Hotline Bling came out, I remember I was like, I'm sick of this song. I need something else to listen to. So look, they had it in a pop playlist. I was like, okay, I could see it being a pop song. Then I went to a hip hop playlist. They had it there. So I said, you know what? Let me just be on my ignorant. Yeah, and here's the thing. I said, you know what? Let me be on my ignorant shit. I'm going to put on a trap rap playlist. So that's Gucci Mane, Migos, Future, all of that. I'm listening to the playlist, chilling, doing my work. Next thing you know, about 5 songs into the trap rap playlist is Hotline Bling. I said, no, absolutely not.
Hey, I was watching somebody's video and they were saying like, I don't know if it was after or before, where like on every playlist almost on Spotify, Drake's fucking face was on it.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Drake. Aubrey's face was on it. Being addressed by Aubrey now.
What's that song? Pop Star, God's Plan. What's that one? Kiki, Do You Love Me? Like, bro, that was on Aubrey.
Well, that was
That's
TikTok.
what I'm saying.
TikTok did that. That was like, wasn't that like one of the first TikTok dances ever too?
It was one of the first.
Yeah.
He started the 10-year trend.
He did, but at the same time, I'm just sitting and I'm just like, okay, so when it was working for you, everything was okay. But now that it's not,
of course,
Drake reminds me of that kid on the basketball court. He loses, he's taking his ball, he's going home. You all figure it out on your own if you want to continue to play, but you won't be using his basketball. Leave him alone.
Aubrey reminds me of this guy I used to go to high school with. So it was just like a bunch of us, and we would all clown each other. But as soon as it was time for him to get clowned, this motherfucker would get mad and then start really fucking saying some mean ass shit. And that's what I feel like Aubrey's at right now in life.
Yes,
like
he's turned into a male Karen. That's what Aubrey is doing.
Yes.
Why are we upset with him suing the label? It's the label. It's the devil.
It's the thing is, but here's the thing. You use the same exact shit. You probably use Paola.
Get money from the label. He's suing the label.
Okay, but you know what? This year is his contract renegotiation. He has a potential to lose out on $600 million. So take this fucking L.
It's cool. Universal already owns
lose a bag.
They already own them. Yeah, I remember that $400 million he settled for that.
Well, no. Well, that's the thing, Mr. Jones. That's what we're trying to tell you. He's in the last album of that deal. So this was the deal where he was supposed to be renegotiating to get to $600 million.
I don't think he's with Interscope.
No.
So
UMG is their distributor, but
So here's the thing: they both Kendrick and Drake are both signed to the same company.
Exactly.
By
UMG
Drake,
is just the distributor, right?
By Drake filing this lawsuit, is him essentially going against his bosses and attacking the same people who he's looking to get this money from. So you're stupid for that, Mr. Aubrey. Secondly, if Kendrick, this is my thing. People will go to sleep listening to the same song on repeat and wake up to that song and all them counts as fucking listens.
Yes.
People are petty in today's time and will bot listens for their own reasons that has nothing to do with Kendrick. So the thing about these numbers being high is they're high. It's not hard to do in today's time. So I think, like you said, you just kind of gotta take this L. You don't attack the people who you are trying to get your next contract from, unless you're gonna go independent. The hand that feeds you. Yeah, or you know, you're Mr. Aubrey Graham going independent. You got the money, right?
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing too. What UMG is going to do, you know what they're going to say? They're going to say, okay, well, you know what? That's fine. We don't have to renew your deal. But now that we own the masters to all your old shit, we're gonna run the numbers up on those.
Oh, I also think. Aubrey, hold on. This is what I think. I think that if Drake wins the lawsuit against UMG is somehow there's gonna be a leak that Drake used the same exact shit for his.
He's
numbers.
Not gonna win because technically, I heard that it is not even really a lawsuit; it's a petition.
It is a petition.
And secondly, this is where the West Coast wins again. This is where the West Coast wins again because DJ Mustard sold his entire catalog so that he can own the rights to his music that came out from what was the song? It was a song with Migos. It was from that song forward. So he sold. So basically, he sold all of his shit, and he didn't own nothing. And then he dropped a hit song right after that. He owned all the publishing, all that shit for. So now you got to think everything from then on that Mustard has been a part of, he's owned 100%. And now he has this whole Drake thing popping off. So at the end of the day, Mustard is winning out of everybody, in my opinion. And you got Kendrick that's fucking us. Listen, Drake should go. Aubrey Graham should go sit down with his friends that he likes to eat pasta with and talk about how he doesn't really like the culture and just go have a glass of wine and sit it out for the next 10 and maybe he can come back. You know, I think
because here's the issue, right?
Crazy. Y'all think he's done?
I think he's cut.
I think he's done at this point, and I'll tell you why I think he's done, Mr. Jones.
He going on tour in February.
No. He is going on tour in February, but it's in Australia. It's in
Australia.
Yeah.
AKA the chip. No, I'm never gonna do that.
Yeah. So here's why I think that he's done, Mr. Jones, because it's like this. You know this from the. I'll do this mafia style. We'll do mafia style. Obviously, it's going to involve race, but we'll do a mafia style. When you go back and you look at the story of Henry Hill and Goodfellas and all that, Henry could never become a made man and he could never become untouchable because what? He was not 100% Italian and they couldn't trace both sides of his family's roots back to Sicily. This is the same thing with Drake. You're a half-breed. So you're a half-breed taking on the full breeds thinking that it's okay. They're going to take care of you because you're talented and you're somewhat one of them. But because you're not fully one of them and you go to bite the hand that feeds you, now we got to teach you a lesson. And we're going to teach you a valuable lesson at this point. And here's the thing. And if you want out of your distribution deal, that's fine. We don't have to renegotiate. But you know what we're going to do? All the stuff that we own. So what is it? Scorpion.
There's another one. It's a LLC. Somebody had said something about it.
Take Care. Hold on. Here's the thing. Take Care. Nothing was the same. All that. We're going to run all the streaming numbers up on that. And you know what? See how far you go with Honestly Nevermind. See how far you get with that.
Well, homie in the comments was saying 100 gigs was for like pretty much for us to see what it would be like if Drake became independent.
But
that's my little.
He shouldn't do it. Then he shouldn't do it.
Come up, you know that's an R. That's an Aubrey guy. So.
Hey, well then,
is he?
Well then, Drake shouldn't go independent because
he really shouldn't.
Because for 100 gigs of entertainment to drop, and we're not talking about none of it.
Did he only get 3 full songs out of that?
I couldn't tell you. I didn't go through the full 100 gigs because I really didn't care at the time. Kendrick was still smacking that ass, and he's still smacking. At this point, we telling Kendrick to stop, nigga. Stop, nigga. He's been
don't stop.
He's out already. You keep
Kendrick
punching him. Like, is the ref gonna stop? Who's gonna jump in? Kendrick is stomping him out at this point.
And here's the thing. And here's what UMG has said. They said, okay, and now that you're gonna act like this, now we're really gonna pour it on because we've anointed Kendrick And I'll tell you what I don't rock about it either, right? Because people's like, oh, well, he's not supposed to defend himself about being a pedophile. I'm like, how long ago did Not Like Us drop? It was February, and you wait until
Took
a
you
couple
long
months
enough.
before
And here's
Super
the
Bowl.
thing. You first petitioned about the streams being buffed. And then after everybody was talking shit, like, oh, you gonna come out and say that, but not a defamation one.
Exactly.
Then he came out with that and was like, okay, now I'm going after for defamation. And it's just like, nah, it's too fucking late.
So let me ask you this.
And I wasn't gonna get into the
part of
politics.
the favor I want to drop.
Spot on.
Go ahead, Mr. Jones.
We play a pal on at this point. Do you think his career is over? Yes or no? Would he make another hit? Will Drake return?
So here's the thing.
Yes, but I don't think it's gonna make it impact the way that it used to.
I was about to say that because
I mean, even if it doesn't, even if he falls short to what he used to be, it's still great.
You still got people who love Drake.
Listen, Mr. Jones, this is what you have to understand. I'm not discrediting or discounting anything that Drake has done in the past. Drake has come out with great albums. He's given us hits after hits. His collabs have been amazing. The problem is now
the future. Now you
I know. Hold on. Listen. The problem is now, and we see this with all young money artists. Once they lose that momentum, it's hard for them to get that traction back. We saw it with Wayne. When Wayne went through his whole lawsuit and everything with Birdman and suing the label to try to get the rest of his money and all that from his deal, Wayne lost traction. Wayne fell off completely.
Yeah, Young Thug took his spot.
Yeah, he fell off. Nicki. When Nicki had took a hiatus or whatever, I guess because she wanted to, I guess get married and deal with Jennifer and all that kind of. Yeah, she had a baby. Guess what? She never recovered from that. She didn't. Yes, she's still able to go on tour and sell out shows and all that, but that's her core fan base.
Album too, not like too long ago.
Exactly, and we didn't even spend more than 5 minutes on it. If
need
that.
to go see what that album was.
Yeah, no, this is
You get what I'm saying? And so this is the same thing. So Drake,
we not Nicki.
Listen, I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, this is it.
Pink Friday too. Let me tell you something, and that was last year, 2023. Yeah. I listened to the Pink album because I still fuck with Nicki.
Yes.
There's like maybe 1 or 2 to 3 songs on that album that I liked, and the rest of it, I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
So that's what I'm saying. And so that's the problem. So now, Drake, you're doing all this and you're waiting this out. You haven't put out an album, and right now the fans are just gonna be like, all right, and people are literally waiting to pounce on. Here's the problem now too, and this is why Cardi said that she was so scared to drop music because she waited too long. And this is why Cardi won't even put out an album. Y'all notice Cardi put out singles.
She's just putting out singles,
Yeah, she putting out singles and doing features.
Trust of the people back.
But here's I think what she should have done is like the single she dropped this year. The high that people were on for that song, because that song was a fucking banger.
Yeah. She should have did a little.
She should have fucking like a little EP. Like you don't got to put out a full album, Kari. We just want some 5 or 6 songs from you. That's it.
Give us 6 to 8 songs.
That's all.
And that's the. Yeah, and that's the
having a hit factory write your shit for you. When people are not used to the thing that Kendrick is showing you right now is. I can go in the studio and do this shit right now.
Yeah.
Right now. I can do it at any point in time, any given time. I got it locked and loaded. A lot of these artists are not like that because they're not really writing their music. They got a hit factory. They got a whole movement and a whole team behind them. So when it's up to them to now make the next move and nobody's telling them what to do, they really don't know. They still riding the high off of that first move that they made. So it's like,
go ahead, JR. Go ahead.
No, so it's a lot, and that's it.
And I was just gonna say, Jay.
Every artist get help.
It's help, but it's a different type of help. You get what I'm saying? So it's one thing if somebody says, "Hey, take this line out. I think that you should say this versus I'm writing your verse for you." That's the difference.
A lot of people get hooks. Ain't too many people even writing hooks.
Yeah, that's fine. A hook, Mr. Jones. Here's the thing. I don't disqualify you for getting a hook written for you. But when when your verses,
but when you getting a whole ass song, like a whole rap song written for you, that's something.
Yeah.
Now, if you collab him, that's different.
You gotta remember,
because
So-
like here's my share,
let's
and you
talk
will
about
put in
this
your
real quick.
input as
Let's talk
well.
about this.
But here's the
What's
thing:
more
you can't just have
impactful, a verse or a hook? What do you
Mr. Jones. Here's the thing, Mr. Jones.
depends on the type of song.
Okay, let me ask you this. No. Here's the thing. I'll rephrase this. Do you judge Jay-Z based off of his hooks or his verses?
Verses.
You got to give me somebody other
Thank
than
you.
You can't
That's
give me
Jay-Z though.
the most lyrical.
Here's the thing. Okay,
we
but
know
this is
people that made careers off.
But
of
see, so this is where we start having to have this conversation. What is real rap? What is hip hop? Where do we draw the line? Where do people need to stay? And if that's the case, then stop trying to put yourself in the greatest conversation because you know that you're not.
Exactly. He's a great artist. Drake is a great artist and performer.
So here's the thing: does Drake have? Is it Drake's verses or his what Mr. Jones was saying? His
Can we trust his verses now that we know that he's been exposed for having ghostwriters and doing all?
But he was exposed a while ago though, and people were still fucking with him.
What can you say? They sharing bars like a man in the bottom of a 2-bunk cell.
Exactly.
I will say this. No bias. I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
Drake has been helped before. But when it comes to his rap stuff, the 5 a.m. in Dallas, the 8 p.m.s in Charlotte, the rap, no one helps him. I don't care if Drake get help with the Kiki, do you love me? Or I don't care about that. If he's rapping, putting the pen to the sheets, no one's helping him with that. We're not
Ross already admitted to helping Drake write his verses.
And Wayne.
Ross already admitted.
Drake raps better than Ross. Drake raps better than
he
him.
Can rap.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he raps better than him, but he still got help from him.
I feel like, but what you just said though, but what JR just said, that's like if you gotta, there's a line, and then I don't know. You explain it.
There's gotta be a line drawn in the sand.
I will say this. I will say this when it comes to Drake, right? Drake's best songs, if you actually want to hear Drake rap, here are the songs that you need to go back and listen to. Anything that has Wayne or Ross on there, they bring a different side of Drake out.
For sure.
And I think it's Drake's competitiveness of saying, hey, I'm not going to get killed on my song. He used to be competitive with Jay-Z, but after that Love All song, he actually just decided he was just going to harmonize because he knew that he couldn't touch Jay.
But the crazy thing is Jay predicted all this because Jay told him in that song, this is how they going to come at you with silly rap. He's trying to distract you. And Jay literally predicted all the shit that he's been going through. And the fact that Drake would even try to feud with Jay-Z was like.
I also think Kendrick was tired of fucking the underlining.
Well, no, I think
underlining diss too.
Well, here's also what I've heard.
Give it 2 years, he'll be fine.
Well, no, hold on, listen. No, Mr. Jones, this is the thing. We got to stop with that. No.
No, you don't know why I'm saying it. Let's talk about the angle why I'm saying it. Because we live in a world that's so fickle.
But I can see it both.
A world that's so sometimey. Next time he make a hit, he'll be back. The world.
But hold on, but Mr. Jones, this is what you have to understand.
I agree to a certain extent.
But Mr. Jones, Drake is not. Mr. Jones, there are not many artists who can wait 2 and 3 years and decide to come back out with something, and it's fire. Because remember, Kendrick, when he came out with Mr. Morale after taking that hiatus, what did everybody do? A lot of people shitted on that album, Mr. Jones.
I think it only sold like 267,000 units the first week.
Oh man, this ain't no real music. This trash. This is
and Damn had like 600 something.
It wasn't his best.
It was different. That's the thing. It was super different.
So that's what I'm saying.
And people don't want art pieces. They want ratchetness. They want turn up. They want
bang,
bang.
That's what I don't like about Kendrick.
If you compare it with the rest of his body of work, it wasn't his best project.
No. But
I agree.
That's what I'm saying, and this is what
his first 3 albums. Any of his first 3 is not better than.
But here's the thing: you could say that for a lot. But you could say that for a lot of artists, though, Mr. Jones. That a lot of their albums weren't better than their first 3.
Everybody.
I said you could say that about a lot of artists.
Not everybody, though.
Name some.
No,
J. Cole has progressively gotten better since his first album.
True.
No. But okay, so let me ask you this: What album has J. Cole released that's better than his first 3?
To the house.
Big 6.
That's better than his first 3.
Forest Hills. Thank you. That's easy.
Forest Hills. Well, yeah, that went fucking.
And you think that was better than the first 3?
Yes.
No, I think that was like his 3rd album.
Forest Hills Drive is his best album.
It's better than his first album. Let me tell you something. I listened to J. Cole's first album so many fucking times. Forest Hill is way better than the first album.
Forest Hills is his best album.
I never listened to a J. Cole album.
Forest Hills.
Really?
Album.
I'm disappointed in you, sir.
KOD might be his second best album.
I hate that album.
Well, that has
I don't like that album.
All right, so Mr. Jones, actually, sir, Forest Hills Drive is actually his third album.
Oh, he punched it out.
That's his third.
What you talking about?
Forest Hills Drive is what's the name's third album. So what I'm telling
J.
you
Cole's
is,
third album.
Okay, so you had Friday Night Lights, and then what was
no, Friday Night Lights is not classified as an album.
No, it's a mixtape.
It's Cold World, The Sideline Story. That was his first album.
That's the
his second album was Born Sinner. And then it was Forest Hills Drive.
I will say Born Sinner is one of my top albums from him. That one in Forest Hills. He, like I said, he's just progressively have
KOD though.
But to MT's point, after them 3 albums, the fourth album, you guys have not mentioned nothing outside
was
the
the fourth
albums.
album KOD?
Yeah. No. The fourth album was For Your Eyes Only, which people hated.
Oh yeah, I wasn't a fan of that one.
Was that the one with Crooked
Mr.
Smiles?
I'm looking it up. I got it right in front of me.
No, Crooked Smiles on Born Sinner.
Crooked Smiles on Born Sinner.
So
don't listen to him. He don't know nothing.
Listen, J. Cole getting packed out too. That's all I know. The West is up, nigga. Anybody can get it.
That'd have been a better battle. That'd have been a better battle for hip hop. That'd have been better for hip hop.
Yes.
Of course, it would have been a better battle for hip hop. But J. Cole ain't want that smoke.
No, he used to be fuck that nigga, but now it's plural.
Let's be honest too. You act like Drake ain't had it at one point.
Drake rap better than him, in my opinion, bro.
Listen,
Mr. Jones.
Family Madness.
Euphoria.
Family Madness is still one of the best songs of that beat.
That's better than not like us.
But here's the issue.
I will give Drake his flowers. That what's the one he dropped after Euphoria before Kendrick dropped?
No, it was Family Matters.
Family Matters.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Here's the thing. Family Matters.
I give Drake that.
I was about to say, and this is what I'm trying to say.
But then Kendrick ruined it by dropping 20 minutes later.
He's the only one who responded because he went at like 30 niggas.
He did that shit on purpose.
Everybody else stayed quiet.
Well, Mr. Jones. Here's the thing. You got to remember the 20 guys that he went at already went at him. Future made an entire album about him. We don't trust you. Okay.
Yeah, and then he want to go back and like be on some fucking apologize shit. So Future could take an L too this week.
Exactly.
Cause all of a fucking sudden you want to talk on it and be like,
the reason why is because Thugger's home, which will also here's the problem with that. Yes, we all know that Drake is probably going to collab with Thugger and have Future on the song and all that. The problem is now you literally cemented what Kendrick is saying. You're a colonizer. You got to go back to Atlanta to get your buzz again.
Go back.
You can't do it on your own.
Yes.
See, why are we doing that?
But listen. Listen, I'll give. This is one thing that I was telling. This is one thing I was telling Jazzy. At one point in time, you couldn't do nothing because Drake, Lil Wayne, and Nicki were dropping. Their music was nobody could do. You could go to any station, you're gonna hear one of them on a feature or something. Yeah. So if you was planning on releasing music while they had they run, there was no, and they run was for a while. I truly believe that the only reason why we started getting new music is because people started taking their hiatus, like when Wayne took his hiatus, like when Drake took over for a while, and then Nicki took her hiatus, and then, like once everybody started to pull back.
Yeah, because when Nicki took her hiatus, Lotto was coming out, Meg the Stallion, Cardi was dropping.
But if Nicki, I'm about to say Cardi moved her out the way.
She ran. That's another story. She ran.
I was about to say that. Cardi moved her out the way.
When Ribby got out of jail, she ran.
So look. So actually, you know what? And here's the thing. Hold on, and then I'm gonna let Lil Bro speak. But I just want to say this. Y'all don't see we see the pattern. With Wayne, they use Young Thug and that whole release of the Carter 5 album to move Wayne out the way because they drew that out because Wayne was suing and everything. Yep. With Nicki, when Cardi came along, They made that a beef and made them have issues with each other, and then Cardi was able to push Nicki to the side. So it's the same thing. Now,
Nicki be fucking
now
creating her own
Kendrick,
beef with
now
female
Kendrick,
artists too.
yeah, but now Kendrick is moving Drake to the side. That's it. He's done.
No.
Throwing up your rank.
To the side.
Yeah, and
See, this is my thing.
Please let my brother talk.
Look, this is my thing. I don't want to be boxed. I love Kendrick. I swear to God, I do. I love Kendrick.
I do too.
But
you love both of them.
Yeah, correct. But Drake is the gap between my love of him and Drake is just way. You know what I'm saying? No bias.
Respect.
But it's for me. I just feel like Drake. You can't move Drake. Drake could sit out for 5-6 years if he wanted to. He's an anomaly. He can come back, drop a song. Like, for example, right? What are everybody saying now? Who are we going to have without Drake? We think Kendrick's going to take the throne from Drake. We think Kendrick is going to keep dropping for 3 years straight. He's going to put on for us. No! We're not.
Yes, he will.
Might out of that TD contract. He might now that he's doing his own shit.
He might disappear at the Super Bowl for a minute.
Exactly. In the moment, it just sounds good to say Kendrick going to move Drake. No, he's not.
I think what's going to happen,
go ahead.
Just really quick, MT. I think what's going to happen is I agree with Mr. Jones. He's still going to drop something. It's still going to be a banger, but I don't think it's going to do the numbers that it did before all this shit happened.
Because he doesn't have the machine behind him. And if you don't have that machine putting your stuff on every
petition, lawsuit, whatever the fuck you want to call it, does not go well for him or well for UMG. I think it's a lose-lose situation with that petition.
That's why I said you need to go back.
It's either an L for Drake or it's an L for UMG. But if it's the L for UMG, it's still an L for Drake, especially since you're in your last year of your contract and you have what is it? They're saying they were throwing numbers around $600 million.
Thank you.
And you're gonna fuck that bag up because right now you feel some type of way.
Exactly.
Which is, I mean, your feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid.
Not for $600 million.
But for $600 million, maybe because I'm poor or whatever. But fuck.
For $600 million, I'm tying her and putting her in the closet so that her feelings don't come out until we sign the contract.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Shut up, bitch.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like that is the problem. And it's like Drake. He continues to decline with the lyricism and all that type of stuff. So it's like with this, y'all, like I'm telling you, right now, here's the thing, right?
You think he on the
Mr. Hold on, Mr. Jones, let me finish. When Wayne was going through his mixtape run, and he was just dropping bang after bang, and then he came out with Carter 3 and all that.
A new mixtape every month.
That's what I'm saying. What were we saying back then, Mr. Jones? Did we ever think that Wayne was going to fall off?
No. Hell
Thank
no.
you.
Absolutely
I thought Wayne was the greatest of all time. He would never be dethroned. There would never be another. But you know what fucked me up? When Tupac said, hey, after me, you're going to get somebody who's just as lyrical, but he ain't talking about shit. And I looked up and I was like, damn, that's Wayne. This nigga is lyrical as fuck, but he ain't talking about nothing for real. And then he came out in an interview and said that he ain't talking about nothing, and that's not his goal is to talk about nothing. So then that fucked me up.
Thank you. That's all I'm trying to say at the end of the day. And here's my thing. Trust me, I get what you all are saying, and I know it seems unbelievable, but I'm telling you, it's happening. And I'll tell you right now, Kendrick probably has another album. The weekend of December 12th, 14th,
I've been looking at that.
Yeah. You saw that video too? How his album is exactly 2,660 seconds.
Yep, I saw that video and I was all like, MTV's gonna love this video.
Yeah. That Buick Grand National, they used to do an upgrade for it every year. It cost exactly $2,660. And the one time that you were able to get it upgraded was on a weekend of December 12th through the 14th. I
the
guarantee
same weekend
you
during the Compton Christmas parade.
Talking about why are we doing this for him? Buick? That's what I'm talking about. Like, why do we like? I love Kendrick, but why is it always just so deep rooted? Like, why?
Because
it's Kendrick.
Because this is what happens when you have real hip hop that has substance and that has something that you can actually look into. And so when you this is why he's killing Drake right now. Like he said, this is what the culture feeling. Because at the end of the day, people really want substance and something deep, and not just something we can do.
Here's my thing, but like I could listen to this album for the rest of the fucking year, and each time I listen to the different song, this is what I like about. Hold on, let me finish that thought first. No, I lost track. Damn. Anyways, but I think with this GNX album, I think what's really cool about it is that people's favorite songs change every like maybe few days. So like at first it was like maybe Whacked Out Merles. Now I'm on Hey Now, or it's Luther This Day, or it's Peekaboo.
Well, it'll never be Luther for me. I told y'all.
Did we realize that Whacked Out
been reincarnated?
Did we realize that Whacked Out Merles was a Wayne diss track?
Yeah,
I don't think.
Yeah.
No, it was legitimately that's the first shot. That's definitely the first shot.
Well, it makes sense because part of it is when he's like, I'm going to rain.
No, all of it right around to Anita Baker. Like,
oh yeah. JR said not a lot of people are getting the Anita Baker
I love
reference.
Wayne. I was one of them niggas that was
diehard
Wayne fan.
Yeah, what's the Anita Baker reference?
So Wayne has a lot of samples from Anita Baker. He has a lot of lines where he said talking about. He literally has a line where he says, "Riding around, listen to Anita Baker." Yeah. So it's like he's at this point. Kendrick has everything that he says in the first 3 minutes at least is a direct reference to something that Wayne has said, done, or felt, or acted on in his music. Like it's crazy. I'm sitting here listening to it as I'm driving. Like. This is ridiculous.
Y'all don't really like that song. Y'all don't really like it. This is what I'm saying. Y'all don't like it. Y'all don't. Sam, can I ask you a question? Yeah. Real talk. Be completely real with me. That song that Squabble Up. If YG, Roddy Rich, anybody else made that song, we don't like it.
What are you talking about? YG did. YG made a song like that before. People loved it. The West loves it.
My other thing with Kendrick though is the cadence in his voice that he does throughout the fucking song is always changing.
And listen, everybody like that West Coast
shit.
Plus, that's that West Coast like, hey, it's a little fight, squabble up. That's a Cali thing. Oh,
yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, it's a Cali thing. Here's the thing: there are certain references, unfortunately, Lovia, that you're not going to get because you're on the East Coast and it's not going to hit home for you. That's just like, here's the thing: when we say mumbo sauce and you know what I'm saying, 3 wings fried hard with mumbo sauce and all that, people from the West Coast may not feel that the same way that we do. You know what I'm saying? So it's different references and things like that unfortunately you're not, but that doesn't make it not good or less fire. You just got to educate yourself.
Oh, no, man. I just think the world's too fickle. They're going to move on.
The world can be too, and here's the thing, and because the world is too fickle, but my thing is, when
people say he's done and all that, I don't think he's done because the world's too fickle.
He's done, Mr. Jones.
I don't have no faith. I don't have no faith in long-term impact. We so short-term minded as a society.
That's fine.
Well, I mean, to be honest,
what was the last great Wayne song that you heard, Mr. Jones? What was the last great Wayne song that you heard? Great, not good. Great. My point exactly. He can't.
Before 2015.
Nah, I don't remember.
Nah, you can't go that far back. Don't disrespect. I mean, the one with Kendrick was a great song.
Yeah, that one.
Him and Kendrick was a great song.
That definitely
that was a great song.
What song was that?
Hold on, let me find it.
Let me find it. It's called Mona Lisa.
Yeah, Mona Lisa.
It's called
Mona Lisa. How long ago was that?
So that was when he dropped his album. So that was about 2-3 years ago. That was when he dropped his album. But my thing is that even on that
2018.
So even on that though, you can kind of hear them. The song is like 6 minutes long because it's like they each had to have their own song on it. The competition had already kind of begun.
Really have to make another hit in this career? The dude could tour off the first 2 quarters.
And that's what we're saying about Aubrey, sir. He's not. He can just tour at this point. That's all we're saying.
Which he is.
Yeah.
Go start it off in Australia.
He got more in him.
He's done.
I'm not saying that he ain't gonna come out and make another banger. He will. It just is not gonna fucking do
it's
the
just
numbers
not gonna
that it
stick the
used to
same.
before all this shit happened.
It's gonna do numbers, but it's not gonna feel. It's gonna do numbers because it's supposed to.
It's
Because
not the same.
But I think a lot of the people,
I
think you got people like.
So what's gonna happen is he's gonna go back to them people like he said, and he's gonna make it right because he has to. Like I say, he needs to go sit down and have a glass of wine with them people.
That's why.
Because at the end of the day, when he was going down talking about the bloodline and all that stuff and who he do business with, that's really who's gonna make sure he do his numbers. So yeah, he bit the hand that feed him. Yeah, they gonna punish him. But Drake is gonna go back with his tail tucked, and he gonna make sure that everything is right with his people, so that he can continue to tour.
I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I think he's so far gone at this point. No
that's
play
a
on
possibility.
words.
Just because this isn't really a lawsuit, it's just a petition at the moment.
It's not over.
So he goes sit down. It's still like it's like you a puppy. You bit me. Now I gotta correct you.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to correct me, I'm gonna just send your ass back to the pound and let somebody else pick you up.
All of this is still not album of the year. It's a great album. Don't get me wrong, but it's not album of the year.
What? GNX?
Yeah, it's not.
That's not better than Gunna album.
It's not better than Tyler.
I'm about to say it's not better than Tyler's, but 9 times out of 10, like think about it, bro. Kendrick been nominated for a lot of Grammys. And
he deserve it. Not like us, better with a fucking song of the year. So.
I can't speak on the Gunna album because I don't really listen to a whole lot of Gunna shit. So
Gunna's album.
Gunna snitch. They think Gunna snitch. That boy been fire. I ain't gonna lie to you. He been nonstop since that whole snitch.
He was fired
about clothes, cars, and women. That's what I want to hear about. I don't want to hear about how you growing seeds, and I got to think about what happened in the 1890s. I want to hear about that Rolls Royce Cullinan, you driving with those Balenciagas on your feet. That's what I want to hear.
Clothes, girls, and cars.
Exactly. But and that's why Drake has been able to be afloat for so long. But
I think that's why Kendrick is so powerful is because he makes y'all fucking think about the shit that he's saying.
Yeah. When you listen to Kendrick's music, it's time to look at the man in the mirror. I know what I was going to finish
now. I could listen to Kendrick's album for the rest of the fucking year, and each time I fucking listen to the song, whether I've listened to it 9 times, 100 times, I'm gonna learn something new about the song, about what he's saying. And that's always been my biggest thing, because when I first started listening to rap and hip hop, I fucked with the East Coast music a lot because a lot of people were the way that they dropped their album, it was storytelling. That's why I fuck with Nas so hard. And not a lot of people on the West Coast were doing that at the moment. It was kind of like I don't know what to call it. And then
the West had it though. Something about that G-Funk era. But no, I continue.
I forgot what I was gonna say again.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. No, you good. But yeah, I don't know. I appreciate being able to really sit there and dissect a song and see what other people's opinions is it, what rabbit hole I can go down to. It's just
real
like
music.
It's a fucking piece of art.
It's real music.
The world misses it. Go ahead.
Just the same with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I didn't understand shit when I first listened to that fucking album and went back and listened to it a few more times, and I was like, oh, okay, I appreciate Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers now.
This renaissance happens like every decade when we do get a great artist that gives you a reflection of what real hip hop used to be.
Mm-hmm. And that's what Kendrick is.
Like how Drake, how Kanye, Lupe was.
Because I mean,
Drake basically tell you, look, the hell with it. Let's go pop some bottles and let's go party.
Tell me more.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't always been a theme. Like you got like when rap first popped off, it was I mean, I guess
storyteller.
Like
Eric B and Rakim and them, it was storytelling.
But
it wasn't always about money, hoes, cars, and clothes.
Of course not.
It was storytelling about what happened in
the community, what was going on around you. Like that was kind of, but NWA coined the reality rap when they started doing that gangster rap and really telling the real reality of it, not of how we need to be better. Before it was how we need to be better, but then NWA was like, well, nigga, how we gonna be better if I gotta worry about all this around me? So that was that next little change. But then when they had that secret meeting of hip hop and they decided that they wanted to make a size 32 pants really a size 36, so that all the clothes was really baggier than what they were supposed to be, and they decided that they wasn't going to release no more lyrical music because it was leading black people into a certain way that they didn't want them to go, because without music, first you need the soundtrack, and then you get the revolution. If you never have the soundtrack, you never get the revolution. So they took the music away because they knew that was going to help stop any type of revolution. And then they gave it to the people that Aubrey Graham go to. I ain't gonna say it on here because we got families, but they go to the people that Aubrey Graham they go to, and now they've admitted that hey, they're just opportunists and they don't care what happens to the community from the music that's being dropped. They don't care how people and young kids are being influenced. So they're gonna continue to drop whatever sells, and what tends to sell is ignorant ass music. And now Kendrick is able to give you that music that's not ignorant, but kind of give you the same feel, the same bop, the same, okay, I can walk to this, but this nigga really talking about some shit that I really shouldn't be walking to this. You know what I mean? So it's like it gives you that feeling of that, but when you listen to it, it's more positive. So he being petty, standing on his Gemini shit. So you guys done pushed him into his
villain era. I'm here for it.
He's definitely in a villain era.
Let's be honest though about the secret beat and everything. The best decade of music is the 90s.
Yeah, that's why
I know, between gangster rap and East Coast mafioso rap, both
oh yeah.
They tell me young Jay-Z, Coogee rap, and all these niggas, Biggie wasn't the greatest.
Oh yeah, of course they were.
I think, but that's why they had to have that secret meeting because they was having too much influence. You know what I mean?
Even in the early 90s, though, you still had your Rakims making hits too.
Yeah. No, you definitely did. But now it's just listen. It's literally just
technique, you know what I mean?
And music now, well, not now, I won't say now, but yeah, music for we could easily say the last 10 to 15 years, but let's just say the Drake era has just been about destroying yourself and not really caring about morals or anything like that.
Crashing out.
Listen to listen to the fucking R&B.
Yeah, there's no more love. You got R&B.
I mean, I will say in the last few years has gotten way better than what it was the last I say maybe 5 to
7
9
years.
Yeah, 5 to 7. Because when I was looking for new R&B music to listen to, and it's just I'm gonna take you home and I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you. It's wait,
that's Tootsie and Honcho. That's why. That's Tootsie and Honcho.
For women, it's still a lot of breakup. It's a lot of breakup to go to women's side too.
Yeah. And the problem was the legitimate R&B wasn't getting the shine that it should have, and then the great artists who were able to put out that great R&B were taking a hiatus, like Maxwell not coming out with an album once every 5 years, and you had Miguel taking a hiatus.
Well, Miguel had to because he kicked that white girl in the head at the awards. So
he came with that Hulkamania.
Yeah, you gotta lay low for a little bit, my guy. You can't be kicking little white girls in the head. Didn't even apologize.
To this day, I just never for the life of me get why would a song like Adore make you want to do some shit like that?
Jump across the fucking
in some dress shoes, nigga, on a slick floor.
No, it gotta be some at least high energy or something. Like Adore don't make you want to do that.
No, crazy. Not at all.
But there was
he might have been on drugs. He might have been on drugs at the time.
He had to be high. I mean, Bruno has been great. He's been great.
Yeah. I love it. Some Bruno Mars.
Like Silk Sonic is an all-time great album.
Yeah,
no, it is. But see, here's the thing. We didn't even get a follow-up to that. Where's the
2020, 2027, baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where's
he's working with Gaga right now to get him out of debt.
Oh yeah, he's got his whole shit out here with Vegas.
I know.
He gotta fix his debts for sure. But then what about Anderson .Paak? Anderson .Paak?
Anderson .Paak always got his hand in something. Just sometimes you don't know he got his hand on it.
Yeah, he just dropped something great this year. Forgot the fucking name of that band.
Anderson .Paak did?
Yeah.
The Grand National or whatever they call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a lady. I forget.
I told y'all the Commanders is back.
Oh man, we gotta put. What is it?
Oh no, he's on. Oh, he dropped a single for the Olympics.
NX Worries. That's what he's on. NX Worries. That band.
Oh no, he did drop. See right here.
NX Worries.
Yeah, NX Worries. Yeah, I just saw it.
Fire.
He got a few bangers on there.
That shit is fire. Like,
definitely.
With Snoop, her.
Yeah,
Charlie Wilson.
Please listen to that.
Damn.
Please no. It's a great project. No,
I'm gonna have to go listen to that. I didn't even realize he dropped.
Yeah, I was about to say that's another great. Yeah, Blast is great, but the problem is, R&B just isn't being pushed the way that it used to. Eric Bellinger, that's another one, but that's because you. But I'll tell you too, another problem too. You got these women today. They want to be Soldier Slims too. So that's another problem.
Yeah.
That's
all that is. They want to be Soldier Slim now. So that's what's
so
going
bad.
On.
So bad. It's crazy. Yeah. They listen. I want. Never mind. I ain't even gonna do it. But there was I forget her name. It wasn't Chrisette Michelle, but it was somebody who was saying the same thing that you were saying. She was saying that she was actually talking about Adele, and she was saying that Adele ain't nothing special. She said, we be hitting these same notes. We can hit these same songs. We do the same things, but we just don't have that same look. And because it's coming out of her, then it's getting pushed different.
I ain't going to lie. That's low-key hating. Adele is amazing.
Adele is amazing. She does have a strong voice.
I love me Adele.
Not loud.
Hey, like Adele's song has made me break down and cry. So.
But at the same time, I do feel like Adele is like, I can go to my church in Compton and find a girl who sounds like Adele. That's how I feel about it. Like she got that soulful feeling. Like you can find that shit in other places, but they're not gonna get the same type of look.
You can have the same notes, but that same passion stands out.
I'm about to say that. Yeah, like you could tell Adele, everything that she was singing about, she really went through. Rich Paul need to break her heart.
Felt that. Yeah.
Rich Paul need to break her heart. Call off the wedding, nigga, so we can get another.
No. I like her with Rich Paul. Stop it.
No, that's true though. Like you make your best albums through a heartbreak.
Yeah, when she went through her divorce.
Ever made was do that heartbreak in R&B. Always.
What number album was that when she went through her divorce? I think it was like her third album. Because Adele be taking hiatus too. Ever since she had her son too.
21, 28, all of that.
Yeah.
21, 25, all of that. So that's how that goes. But all right, y'all, let's get up out of here. Let everybody enjoy the NFL Sunday. Dang, the Jets is up 14.
I'm tired to eat leftovers. I'm going to brunch.
Yeah. Jets up 14-0.
I'm a dog at leftovers.
That's why I didn't make a traditional Thanksgiving dinner this year.
Dogging them. Nah, it was bomb though. Man, I fried a great Cajun turkey. But anyway,
I had a big fat ass ribeye steak, and JR had fish.
That's what I'm talking about.
Pick six for Russell Wilson. Of course, he did.
Those crab cakes in there.
Yeah, that was like not that long ago. He did that at the beginning of the.
That's why you need to come out. That's why you need to go out east, man. Best crab cakes ever.
She got.
You ain't have a crab cake till you had a Maryland crab cake.
Yeah, crab cakes is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
You ain't had one till you had a Maryland.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never had one.
Crab cakes are fire. It's just
never had a crab cake.
You gotta have a Maryland one though.
Got to. If you don't, you don't. Yeah.
I really want to try a lobster roll, but I'm not gonna try one where I'm not.
You can get those out there.
Fresh water.
Because this Maine lobster is pretty good though. Often.
Yeah. I have to try that out.
All right, we out though. Till next time. Peace.
All right, peace.